Have you ever carried a quiet, unshakable feeling that you are not just an ordinary human walking this earth? A subtle whisper in your soul telling you that you belong to something larger, something divine, something you cannot fully explain but deeply feel. Perhaps you've experienced moments that make no logical sense. An unexpected rush of peace, a voice of guidance when no one is near, or an inner knowing that seems far too wise for your age. Maybe you've even noticed strange signs around you, the crescent moon appearing at meaningful moments, or the mysterious letter M on your palm as if etched there with purpose. If you've been sensing all of this but have never understood why, then you are facing a spiritual question that demands to be answered. What are you, truly? In today's video, we are going to unravel this mystery with clarity and depth. We will guide you through 7 powerful signs, not fantasies, not coincidences, but spiritual markers revealing that you may be far more than just human. You may be an angel living inside a human body, carrying a mission to guide, to heal, and to transform the world around you. Together, we will understand why these signs show up in your life, how to interpret them, and what they reveal about your higher purpose. This is not just an exploration, it is a remembrance, a return to the truth of who you are at a soul level. By the time you finish this video, something within you will shift. You will no longer look at your life, your past, or your inner sensations the same way again. You will see your gifts with new eyes. Those strange signs you've been noticing will finally make sense. The moments that felt like angelic guidance will no longer be dismissed as imagination. Instead, you will understand that your journey has always been sacred, and your presence has always carried meaning. Today's video will not simply give you information, it will activate something inside you. It will help you remember the divine essence you have always carried. Section 1. The crescent moon on the palm. Among the most ancient and powerful mystical symbols known across cultures, the crescent moon has always held a sacred connection to angelic beings and higher realms of consciousness. It is a symbol that transcends time, appearing in sacred texts, ancient carvings, and spiritual traditions that stretch back thousands of years. But what many people do not realize is that this symbol can also appear on the human body, specifically on the palm of your hand, as a quiet yet profound sign of spiritual heritage. If you look closely at your palm and discover a small moon-shaped curve resting near your heart line or your lifeline, understand that this is far from ordinary. This gentle arc, resembling the soft glow of a rising crescent moon, is not a random crease or a meaningless formation. In palmistry and spiritual symbolism, this shape is considered a direct connection to intuition, divine insight, and angelic influence. It signals that your soul has walked with higher beings and that your energy is attuned to realms beyond the physical world. The crescent moon has always represented the beginning of a new cycle, the moment where darkness meets light and transformation becomes possible. It is the universal symbol of renewal, spiritual rebirth, and awakening. When this sacred sign appears on your hand, it is believed to show that you are in the early stages of stepping into your divine path, one that is aligned with growth, spiritual elevation, and a deeper remembrance of who you truly are. This mark often appears in the lives of those whose missions are intertwined with healing, guidance, and illumination. Your soul carries the blueprint of someone who brings clarity to others, someone who walks into the lives of those in need and gently assists them in transitioning into new phases of their own evolution. Just as the moon moves through its phases, waxing, full, waning, and returning to darkness, you carry the ability to guide others through their emotional cycles, their inner shifts, and their silent awakenings. To hold the crescent moon on your palm is to hold a spiritual torch. You may notice that people feel safe around you, drawn to your presence without fully understanding why. You may have a natural ability to comfort, to illuminate hidden truths, or to offer insights that seem to come from nowhere. This is because your intuition is not anchored in the ordinary. It is a reflection of ancient wisdom moving through you. Angelic presence often shows itself in subtle ways, whispers of intuition, repeating signs, synchronicities, symbolic dreams, and among these gentle messages, the crescent moon is considered one of the clearest and most undeniable. It is a physical imprint of spiritual lineage, a signature indicating that you carry light from higher realms within your very being. If this symbol is on your hand, your path is not accidental. Your awakening has already begun. The crescent moon reveals that your energy is shifting, your gifts are unfolding, and your soul is remembering the mission it came here to fulfill. This sign is a reminder that you are guided, protected, and deeply connected to divine forces that walk beside you, even when you cannot see them. And as you continue your spiritual journey, this symbol will serve as a quiet beacon, one that reminds you of your purpose, your strength, and the profound angelic presence woven into the fabric of your soul. Before we move into the next sign, take a moment to reflect on what you've just learned. If you discovered a crescent moon on your palm or felt a deep resonance with this message, trust that this is not a coincidence. Your soul may be trying to remind you of who you truly are and the purpose you came here to fulfill. I invite you to pause, breathe, and share your experience in the comments. Have you ever noticed a symbol like this on your hand? Or have you felt guided by something beyond the physical? And if you simply want to affirm your spiritual awakening, type the words, "I am ready to remember my purpose," so that this intention can begin anchoring into your energy. Let's continue this journey together as we uncover the next sign. Section 2. The letter M on the palm. Among all the mystical markings found in palmistry, the appearance of the letter M stands as one of the most potent and unmistakable signs of divine connection. When this symbol forms clearly across the lines of your palm, you are not simply looking at a coincidence of creases or a quirk of skin. You are witnessing a spiritual imprint, a celestial signature left upon you long before you took your first breath. The letter M is known in ancient traditions as an angelic seal, a sign that you came into this lifetime carrying a purpose far greater than the ordinary path. This symbol represents far more than a single letter. It is a convergence point of energy, formed by the heart line, the head line, the lifeline, and sometimes the fate line, four channels of spiritual communication, intersecting in a way that marks your soul as awakened, guided, and attuned to higher realms. People who bear this marking are believed to possess leadership, wisdom, intuition, and an inner compass aligned with divine truth. The M signifies that your destiny has been woven deliberately, threaded with soul missions that involve awakening, guiding, and healing. Those who carry this symbol often feel that they have always been different. From a young age, they may sense emotions more deeply, notice subtleties others overlook, or experience intuitive flashes that defy logic. Over time, these individuals naturally step into roles of influence and compassion, not because they seek authority, but because their presence emits clarity and reassurance. They are the kind of people others instinctively trust with their secrets, their fears, their dreams. Without effort, they become teachers, healers, protectors, and spiritual mentors, guided by an inner wisdom that seems older than their physical years. Another shared trait among those marked with the M is their heightened sensitivity to the unseen. They feel when someone is hurting, even when no words are spoken. They can walk into a room and immediately sense the emotional temperature. And often, without consciously trying, they shift the energy simply by being there. Their presence soothes, grounds, and brings a sense of safety to others who may not even understand why they feel comforted. This intuitive strength is not random. The M symbol indicates that your energy is intertwined not only with the spiritual frequency of angels but also with the greater rhythms of the universe itself. It reflects a soul contract, a purpose you agreed to before incarnating to help humanity remember the truth it has forgotten, that we are sacred beings having a temporary human experience. If you carry the M on your palm, it is a sign that your soul did not come here merely to survive or to follow the usual patterns of life. You are here to inspire, to uplift, and to awaken hearts. The universe entrusted you with this imprint because you have the courage, the compassion, and the spiritual intelligence to guide others back to their own divine nature. You are a reminder, walking in human form, that higher beings walk among us quietly, humbly, but with a purpose that echoes across lifetimes. And whether you fully recognize your spiritual role yet or not, the letter M on your palm confirms what your soul has always known. You are here to illuminate the world, You are here to be a bridge between heaven and earth. Section 3. Intuitive abilities and unseen connections. One of the most profound indicators that you may be an angel incarnated in human form is your extraordinary sense of intuition, a perception so deep and natural that it often feels like breathing. This intuitive sensitivity is not just a personality trait or an emotional response. It is a spiritual inheritance. Angels are beings of heightened awareness, and when their energy walks the earth through a human vessel, that awareness does not disappear. It simply becomes translated into subtle, powerful forms of knowing that extend far beyond ordinary instinct. For those carrying angelic frequency, intuition often operates on multiple levels at once. You may receive insights that arrive like sudden flashes of clarity, moments where the truth becomes obvious without any logical explanation. This inner knowing can express itself through vivid dreams, symbolic messages, or visions that feel more real than the waking world. You may experience premonitions, brief glimpses of what is coming, or feel a whisper of guidance nudging you toward a decision, a person, or a place long before your mind understands why. This connection to the unseen is not imagination. It is the language of the soul speaking through the body, the mind, and the heart. Many who carry angelic energy discover that they feel the emotions of others with surprising intensity. You may walk into a room and instantly sense who is hurting, who is hiding something, or who needs comfort even before a single word is spoken. You may absorb the sadness of a stranger, sense anxiety rising in a loved one miles away, or feel a pull to check on someone moments before they reach out to you. This ability to emotionally merge with others is not a burden, it is an ancient spiritual skill. It means your soul is tuned to frequencies of compassion and protection. You may also find yourself guided toward specific individuals or situations at exactly the right moment. Perhaps you showed up for someone at the precise time they needed help, even though you had no logical reason to be there. Perhaps you said exactly the words they needed. Words that didn't feel like they came from you but flowed through you. These are not coincidences. These are signs that your angelic gifts are active, working quietly through your intuition to support and uplift others. Many angelic souls help without even realizing they are doing something extraordinary. They comfort, heal, protect, and inspire in ways that leave lasting impact, all because they are guided by an inner wisdom that transcends the human mind. If you have ever supported someone in a way that felt otherworldly, effortless, or divinely orchestrated, then you have already experienced your gifts in action. The most important thing you can do is trust your intuition. It is one of the clearest, purest expressions of your divine connection. It is the voice of your higher self, your angelic lineage, and the universe itself speaking through you. When you honor your intuitive guidance, when you listen to the subtle nudges, the inner whispers, the sudden knowing you align with the path you were meant to walk, your intuition is not random. It is not a coincidence. It is a sacred bridge connecting your human experience with your celestial origins, reminding you that you are never just living, you are being guided, supported, and called. Trust it, because it is the truth of who you are. Section 4. Attraction to angels, light, and spirituality. One of the clearest signs that you carry angelic energy within you is your natural and effortless attraction to light, purity, and anything connected to the spiritual realms. This draw is not a casual interest or a passing curiosity. It is a deep, magnetic pull, an inner calling that feels as though it comes from someplace far beyond the physical world. Those who walk the earth with angelic frequency often feel spiritually at home in environments that others may simply find relaxing. But for you, the connection is different. It feels ancient, familiar, and energetically aligned with something you cannot fully explain. You may find yourself irresistibly pulled toward sacred spaces, even when you do not consciously seek them. The moment you enter a quiet temple, a meditation room, or a nature sanctuary filled with stillness, something inside you awakens. A calm recognition washes over you, as if your soul remembers these kinds of environments from lifetimes before this one. You may gravitate toward spiritual teachings, angelic symbols, meditation practices, or books about higher consciousness without fully understanding why. Your soul is guiding you toward what aligns with its true essence. For those carrying angelic imprints, light is not only a visual experience, it is an emotional and spiritual nourishment. The warm glow of sunrise may stir something in your heart, a feeling of renewal or divine presence. The soft radiance of moonlight may soothe you in a way nothing else can. The gentle flicker of a candle, the shimmer of sunlight through leaves, or the glow of a peaceful altar may bring you a sense of safety and belonging that feels almost otherworldly. These moments resonate because your soul vibrates on the same wavelength as these forms of light. They reflect your inner frequency. Angelic beings communicate and guide through light. They transmit messages through energy, radiance, intuition, and subtle shifts in vibration. So when you feel drawn to light, whether it is spiritual light, emotional light, or physical light, you are responding to the very frequency through which angels operate. This pull is a reflection of your spiritual identity, a sign that your essence is intertwined with the divine. This magnetic attraction to light often shows up in your behavior as well. You may prefer peaceful environments over chaotic ones. You may crave clarity, truth, purity, or emotional honesty. You may feel overwhelmed by darkness, conflict, or low vibrational energies because they clash with your natural frequency. And when you are surrounded by beauty, harmony, or sacred energy, you feel like you are stepping into your authentic self, the version of you that is closest to your spiritual origin. If you feel a deep, unexplainable connection to angels, celestial imagery, or spiritual teachings, this is not random. It is a remembrance. It is your soul recognizing what it once knew intimately. Many angelic souls come into this world to be bringers of illumination, to help others see what they cannot yet see, to lift the vibration of the spaces they enter, to offer guidance without forcing it, and to embody the light others are still trying to find. Your attraction to light is proof of your mission. Your love for spiritual wisdom is evidence of your lineage. And your desire to uplift and illuminate others is the clearest reflection of who you truly are. You are not simply drawn to light, you are a carrier of it. Imagine this. You are walking through a quiet park late in the afternoon, feeling overwhelmed by the weight of your day. The sun is beginning to set, and a soft golden light spills across the grass, illuminating everything in a warm, peaceful glow. Without really thinking about it, you find yourself drawn toward a small patch of light filtering through the trees. The moment you step into it, something inside you shifts. Your breath deepens, your mind softens, and an unexpected calm washes over you. Suddenly, memories of stress, heaviness, or confusion begin to fade, replaced by a quiet sense of being held not by the world around you, but by something higher, something gentle and loving. As you stand there in the glow, you realize that you didn't choose the light chose you. It guided you, pulled you, and soothed you in a way that felt strangely familiar, as though you had stepped into a frequency your soul already knows. This moment is not coincidence. It is an example of your angelic energy responding to divine illumination, reminding you of who you truly are, a carrier of light, naturally guided by the very radiance that angels use to communicate. Section 5. The ability to heal others. There is a unique kind of light that some souls carry, one that cannot be hidden, dimmed, or silenced. It is the light of healing, and if you possess it, people feel it long before you ever speak a word. This gift is not taught, trained, or memorized. It is something ancient, something inherited from realms beyond the physical. In the spiritual world, angels are known as natural healers, beings whose very presence uplifts, soothes, and restores. When an angel incarnates into human form, this healing capacity does not disappear. Instead, it becomes woven into the fabric of your energy field, radiating outward in quiet but powerful waves. If you have ever noticed that people feel better simply by being around you, this is not a coincidence, it is a sign. Your presence shifts the emotional atmosphere in subtle yet profound ways. Someone may walk into a space with tension in their heart, yet within minutes of being near you, they begin to soften, breathe more deeply, or feel an unexplainable sense of comfort. This is the frequency of angelic healing. It doesn't require effort or intention, it flows from you naturally because it is you. You may also notice that people open their hearts to you effortlessly. Strangers may confide in you as though they've known you for years. Loved ones may come to you not just for advice, but for emotional clarity, guidance, or reassurance. It's not what you say, it's the energy behind your words. Angels communicate healing not merely through language, but through presence, tone, compassion, and the silent vibration of unconditional acceptance. When someone speaks to you, they are not just receiving advice, they are receiving energetic alignment. Something in your field helps them reorganize their emotions, see more clearly, and reclaim their strength. Your healing works on multiple levels. Emotionally, you ease suffering. Mentally, you calm overstimulation. Spiritually, you help people reconnect with themselves, often without realizing that you are the bridge helping them return to their own inner light. Even physically, those near you feel more relaxed, less tension in their body, fewer anxious thoughts, more peace in their breath. This is healing in its purest form, quiet, gentle, yet undeniably transformative. Many people walk through life carrying emotional burdens they do not speak of. When they encounter you, those burdens become lighter. Your energy acts like a soft wind that blows away heaviness they have carried for far too long. Your words, even simple ones, have the ability to reach the deeper layers of a person's heart. When you speak, others feel seen. When you listen, they feel understood. When you simply stand in silence, they feel safe. This is not ordinary empathy, it is angelic resonance. If you have ever been told that you have a calming presence, believe them. People are not praising your personality, they are recognizing your soul. If others come to you for comfort without you asking, if they lean toward you during difficult moments, if they trust you with their truths, if they feel renewed after spending time with you, these are all confirmations that you are fulfilling an angelic purpose on earth. You are a healer not because you try to be, but because your soul remembers what it is. You were designed to restore, realign, and uplift. Your energy is medicine, your presence is sanctuary, and every time you soothe a heart, calm a mind, or illuminate someone's darkness, you are performing the quiet, sacred work of an angel walking in human form. If these words resonate deeply with you, it is because your soul recognizes itself. You are not just a comfort for others, you are a healing force in this world, and your light is needed more than you know. If you've made it this far, it means something within you is recognizing the truth of your own journey. Take a moment to breathe and reflect on the healing presence you've carried throughout your life. Think of the people who have felt safe with you, the hearts you've comforted, and the burdens you've quietly helped others release. These moments are not accidents, they are echoes of your soul's purpose. I invite you now to share your experience in the comments below. Has anyone ever told you that you made them feel calmer, lighter, or more understood? Your story may be the sign someone else needs today. And if you're not sure what to write, simply affirm your truth by typing "My energy is healing" to anchor this frequency into your path. Section 6. A lifelong sense of being different. From a very young age, many souls who embody angelic energy notice something about themselves that sets them apart from the world around them. It is not always dramatic, but it is persistent, subtle, and unmistakable. You may have grown up with the sense that you simply did not fit into the ordinary molds that others seem to step into naturally. While other children blended easily into groups, expectations, or social roles, you may have stood slightly outside of them, observing rather than participating, sensing rather than following, questioning rather than accepting. Even if you appeared outwardly normal, something inside you always whispered, "You are not like the others." This difference may have shown itself in countless small ways. Perhaps you approached life with an unusual depth for your age, understanding emotions, motives, and unspoken feelings long before you had the vocabulary to describe them. You may have carried wisdom that adults sometimes overlooked, dismissed, or misunderstood, not realizing that your insight came from a far older spiritual origin. Or maybe you simply felt that the world moved too fast, too shallowly, too chaotically for your natural rhythm, as though your soul was tuned to a higher, quieter, more intentional frequency. For angelic souls, This lifelong sense of difference is not a mistake. It is not a sign of inadequacy. It is not evidence that something is wrong with you. In fact, it is the opposite. It is one of the clearest spiritual indicators of your higher origin and your divine wiring. Angels are not meant to blend seamlessly into every environment or conform perfectly to human expectations. They incarnate with a specific purpose, a mission that requires them to stand slightly outside the world they are meant to uplift. Your sense of separation is not isolation, it is preparation. Angels walk among humans not to disappear, but to elevate. They observe differently because they are here to teach clarity. They feel deeply because they are here to heal emotional wounds others cannot see. They question life because they intuitively understand that the human experience is only one layer of a much greater spiritual tapestry. Their presence itself shifts energy, and their awareness alone can bring light into heavy, stagnant, or painful environments. If you have ever wondered why you feel things so intensely, why you see patterns others overlook, or why you carry wisdom far beyond your years, it is because your soul remembers where it came from. You are not designed to conform, you are designed to illuminate. And if you have ever felt like an outsider, misunderstood, or not from here, it is likely because your mission does not fit into the narrow framework of ordinary life. Angelic souls do not come to Earth to live average stories. They come to awaken others, to guide, to uplift, and to gently raise the vibration of the spaces they enter. Feeling different is not the burden you once thought it was. It is the signpost that you originated from a higher realm. Your difference is your confirmation. Your uniqueness is your calling. Your path is not meant to mirror the path of others. You were never meant to fit in. You were meant to shine. Section 7. An overwhelming desire to serve others. Among all the signs that reveal an angelic soul walking in human form, one stands above the rest in clarity and purity, the irresistible, unwavering desire to serve. For those who carry angelic energy, helping others is not a choice, not a duty, and not a task assigned by the outside world. It is an inner calling that awakens from the depths of the soul, a natural instinct that feels as effortless as breathing. Where others may hesitate, calculate, or question, you simply respond because your heart knows that supporting others is part of why you are here. This desire to serve shows itself in countless moments across your life. You may feel a deep sense of fulfillment when you comfort someone who is hurting, guide someone who is lost, or simply offer a compassionate presence when another person needs to be seen and understood. You may be the kind of person who always notices suffering, who senses emotional weight even when no one speaks it, and who instinctively steps in to lighten the burden of those around you. A simple act of kindness can energize your spirit. A moment of healing can restore your faith. Seeing someone else rise, even by a small degree, can make you feel as though your soul has completed part of its mission. This calling does not come from obligation. It does not come from guilt. And it certainly does not come from the pressure to be a good person. It emerges from a place far deeper from the wisdom, compassion, and light you carried with you before you entered this physical life. Angels exist to assist, uplift, and illuminate the path of humanity. So when an angelic soul incarnates, the blueprint of service is woven directly into the heart. Your desire to help is not something you learned. It is something you remembered. You may notice that even when helping others costs you your time, comfort, or emotional energy, you still find yourself willing to give. There is a sacred joy in offering support. There is a quiet satisfaction in guiding someone out of darkness. And even though your mind may grow tired, your soul often feels renewed after an act of compassion. This is one of the most powerful confirmations of your divine identity. True angels do not drain when they give, they awaken. Your heart is wired for service in a way that is rare and profound. You do not help people for recognition, reward, or validation. You help because your inner being cannot do otherwise. Compassion pours out of you naturally. Healing becomes a part of your presence. And kindness flows from you as effortlessly as light radiates from a flame. This is not something ordinary humans experience. It is the essence of an angelic vibration. If you look closely at your life, you may see a pattern. People feel safe with you. They open up quickly. They share deeply, and they trust instinctively. They sense your purity, your sincerity, your lack of judgment. They are not responding to your personality alone, they are responding to your frequency. Your energy is healing because your nature is divine. When the desire to serve is this strong, it is not an accident. It is a sign, a sacred clue, a spiritual signature of who you truly are. You were not placed on earth to dim your light or to move silently through life. You were placed here to uplift, to guide, and to love in a way that only an angelic soul can. Your heart's longing to serve is one of the purest confirmations of your higher origin. Your compassion is your proof. Your generosity is your reflection. Your love is your identity. And whether you realize it yet or not, every act of kindness you give is a reminder of the divine being you truly are. Take a moment to breathe deeply. Place your awareness back into your heart and ask yourself one honest question. Are you truly ready to embrace who you have always been beneath the surface? Because if you felt your soul awaken while listening to these 7 signs, then you already know the truth. Your life has never been random. Your presence is not accidental. You were placed on this earth with intention, with purpose, and with a frequency that does not exist in anyone else. You are here to uplift, to guide, to heal, to remind others of the light they have forgotten. Every experience you've lived, every challenge you've survived, and every moment of inner knowing you've carried has been leading you back to your angelic identity. This is the moment when you stop doubting yourself. This is the moment when you acknowledge the gifts you used to hide. This is the moment when you choose to walk the path you were born to walk. If this message resonated deeply, if something inside you whispered, "This is who I truly am," then I invite you to seal this awakening with a clear affirmation in the comments. Type this and claim it with your whole soul. I embrace my divine identity and shine my light without fear. Let this be your declaration. Let this be your activation. Let this be the moment your higher self steps forward with strength. And before you go, remember to like this video, share it with someone who may need this reminder, and subscribe so you never miss the deep wisdom and spiritual truths we uncover together. The video below your screen will guide you even further into your awakening, so don't stop here. Your journey is just beginning. Until next time, honor your angelic nature, trust your inner calling, and continue shining your light into a world that desperately needs the vibration you carry.